Welcome web designers, developers, clients, or business people who love working on their own website. Before we start, I just want to have a disclaimer that Bluehost hosting is the host provider that is used throughout this tutorial because that's what this particular client uses. So I'm not discouraging or encouraging the use of Bluehost, but it is what it is. Recently, one day I received a message from a particular client telling me to take a look at his website. So when I typed in the URL, this is what I saw: account suspended. So naturally, starting from scratch, I had to determine what the situation was. The client also forwarded me an email from his host provider explaining why his account was suspended. And basically what it was is that his website was hacked. There was malware, so the host provider shut down his website. So before I started working on it, the thought occurred to me, why not record on video the process that I used to clean up his website or to get his website back online actively back online. So the process I use may not be what other developers use, but this is what I did to restore his website. If an infected website has been online for over a day, 2 or 3 days, Google will eventually find it, and any visitor to your website will see this warning: deceptive website ahead. And if you come to this point, there is another step after you clean out the website that you must clear this warning from Google, which is more involved. But in any case, this particular client contacted me immediately, so his website did not have this warning to any visitor at this time. Because this client website was registered with Google Search Console, and I am the one who maintains his website, or at least built his website, I probably would have received this message from Google about his website being hacked, which I did not because it was too early in the game. This isn't a sample message from another hacked website that I'm showing you what would happen or what I would receive from the Google Search Console. What I suggest that you do next is go online to a free site called Security Site Check. It's a website where you can type in the URL and it'll give you analysis of your website, also providing what malware they find. And as you can see, you just type in the URL and hit scan website, and depending on the size of your WordPress site, it can take 30 seconds or a minute or two, and the results will be produced for you to view. What you do now is compare these results to the Bluehost results. Next, the results of the Security Site Check scan is supposed to be provided right here in this next video. But what happened was I mistakenly saved the video files in the wrong folder. And as you know, I put this video together after I completed fixing this particular website. And I discovered that I must have deleted the scan results because I could not find them. So here's a sample screenshot of another site that I had scanned that had malware, and as you can see, it will show you that this site was blacklisted by McAfee. Critical risk was high, and under here below that it would normally show all the malware that this particular scan found, but unfortunately this screenshot does not show that, so that's all I have, but kind of gives you an idea of what you would see after the scan. This is a text file that was sent to me from Bluehost support showing all the malware that was discovered on the website. And using Visual Code Studio, my text editor, opening the malware text file, you can see all the suspected malicious files that were discovered during the Bluehost scan. As you go down the list, you can see everything from backdoor to PHPSL, PHP shell. These are all malware files. As you can see, it's totally overwhelmed the website. So there's several things we can do. What I'm going to show you is I'll go into the website and show you these files, how they exist. As you can see, this is a scan summary. Okay, let's go into our website. Now open up CPanel in Bluehost, go to File Manager, click Show Hidden Files, Submit, but many times the hidden files will still not be shown, especially in Bluehost. So what we need to do is we access our website, go to the URL box, and you need to copy and paste this append script at the end of the URL for your cPanel. Paste it in and hit enter. And okay, make sure you get it at the end. As you can see, it is at the end of the URL. And there you go. All these hidden files are now shown. Now, if you are familiar with WordPress core and all its files, you will recognize the unauthorized files. Now, as we look at our server, you can see there are already suspected malware files on our home directory even before I enter the public HTML file where the website files are actually located. Now what we can do is on each one manually delete these files. Now drilling down to the public HTML file where all our website files are located, you can see these strange folders with these strange names. These do not belong here, and they all have the same file, PHP, to run the malware with a subfolder called cache. See, here's another one. These do not belong in the website files, so these are definitely malware. Another one. See, as each one, they're all very similar. Okay, now let's drill down even deeper. Let's take a look in the cache file. Cache subfolder, I should say. As you can see, all these HTML files have nothing to do with this website. Amazon, selling products, baby sounds, camera, backup dancers, have nothing to do with this website. So obviously these files do not belong here. Let's take a look at another folder. Open up the cache subfolder and you see even more. Yamaha. This website doesn't even sell products. It's not an e-commerce site, so it's very obviously these files not belong here. Now, you are thinking, do I have to go through every folder and one by one delete the file? If you have a few, you can do so, but in this case, I think it would be best to delete all these, the whole complete WordPress website, and use a backup. Restore it with a fresh backup. Now we're going to look at how to delete the WordPress files on your server. And there are two methods to clean out your server. One is using the CPanel Uninstall WordPress, which is the quickest and easiest method. And method two is the manual, going through your server and manually deleting the files. Also deleting your database manually. And finally, deleting possible FTP, corrupted FTP files in your FTP manager. So let's take a look at how we do all of this. The quick and faster way would be to enter your CPanel and go to My Installs. Next, it will take you to all your WordPress installations. And find, if you only have one website, then it's easy. If you have multiple websites on the server, then select the correct website that you want to delete and just click the X button there, as you see with the arrow, and double check that this is the correct website that you want to delete. To manually clean out your WordPress site, go to your CPanel, and with the correct website domain, just highlight all the files that you see. You may have to do this several times and hit delete, and you will clean out your files. To manually delete any database, you need to go into your CPanel, click on MySQL databases. You will now be taken to the list of all the databases you have for this particular account. Now, in my example, I only have one database because there is only one website on this account. But if you have multiple websites, be sure you know which database you are deleting, as each database is assigned to each WordPress account. So before you start deleting, really make sure that you know the exact database name that you are going to delete. To access your FTP account, you need to go into your CPanel and click on Manage FTP. And as you can see, besides my authorized FTP accounts, you see all this malicious FTP accounts that have been added, where the hacker could, the backdoor, install all the malicious files. Look how many accounts was created. And what you need to do is delete each of these. Just click on delete and delete account and files. You want to move everything related to each malicious account. So you need to go through each one manually and delete every unauthorized or illegal FTP account that you notice ASAP. Okay, in your CPanel, click Install WordPress. Click WordPress button. Install now. Select your URL, fill in the information below, and click Install. Try and use a backup that is older than your latest backup. As an example, say your latest backup is on Monday, and on Tuesday you discovered your website was hacked. Well, the Monday's backup may contain the infected file. So if you restore that Monday file, you're going to get the website infected again. So that's why I recommend that you go back and install an older website so it has more chance of being clean, sanitized. Now, some of my clients, I noticed they only keep the latest backup and delete the older one. So I always tell them, please keep several copies of your backups. Another reason to have multiple backup files is if you have only one backup copy, it could be corrupted for many reasons. So if you have additional backups, then you have a chance of restoring your website because you could use another file. Believe it or not, I have had some customers complain that if they use an older backup, they're going to lose all the updates that they had put in to their website. And I just say, I would rather redo the updates than rebuild the entire website. These are the recommended backup plugins that I suggest that you use. The first 5 are all premium or paid versions because of the advantages they have in restoring your website. Backup WordPress, I believe, is still free. You would have to check their website on that. I am not going to do a video on how to use these plugins at this time because this video is long enough as it is. Now that I restored the website with a clean backup, let's go back to security site check and test the website to see where it stands. So you type in the URL. Remember, this is a live website. Run the scan and wait a few moments for the results. There we go. The site says outdated, scan detected. Did not detect any malware. Site is not blacklisted. Security is medium. Outdated software, which is the server, which is the hosting issue. No blacklist by any of these sites. No malware detect. There are some issues, and this is with the security plugin, security headers, XSS protection, etc. But anyway, the website is back online and it's clean, and it will not be blacklisted anymore. So that's what we're looking for. So hope this helps you. Once your website is back up to speed, you'll probably have to update all the plugins, themes, and even the WordPress version to current standards. And whatever content that was not saved in the earlier backup, you need to edit your content to bring it up to current standards. check your security plugin settings. You may have to tighten down some of the crucial settings, like human 4 page views per minute, and other things. Whatever security plugin you're using. Have all users change their login password. If you have multiple users, delete those who no longer require access, because I have came across businesses where some of the users left the company and they still had their access available on their website. So that's a no-no. And finally, consider migrating to a VPS server, which would be more secure from cross-contamination, which is common on a shared server. So, hope all this helps you to clean out your own website if you ever have to do so. And thank you for watching.